Registered clubs have played a pivotal role in relief efforts for our drought-stricken farmers. One of the many initiatives supported was the deployment of a group of military veterans and emergency personnel to Dubbo to help those doing it tough.
Well, I suppose I'm a bit more used to it than the younger ones, but it's harder each time. People just get that tired every day. They have to go out and the stock are waiting at the gate starving, and no matter how much you feed them, they're still there wanting more. And a lot of them are sort of getting really desperate now. It's just we don't know what the limit is.
We haven't had a crop in 3 years. We've had to sell off all our livestock that we would generally sell down the years. We've sold off a lot of our young stock, which is really sad.
We're always coming in and out of drought, but this one seems to have more impact and more significance than the others. It seems to be affecting people more. There's families that have actually walked off farms that have been in their family for generations, and the suicide rates are higher, mental health issues. It's just got such a huge impact on the whole families and communities.
Team Rubicon Australia is a disaster relief organisation that unites the skills of veterans and first responders to rapidly deploy teams in the wake of natural disasters. Once we started getting into the farms and just being able to get 4 or 5 people there for a day, for the impact it has with farmers of just helping them deal with the everyday running of a farm, just allows them to focus on meeting the needs of their livestock without having to worry about a lot of the backer farm maintenance things that they just don't have enough time to deal with.
We have repaired some of their fencing, so we were able to relocate some of their lambs into a new paddock. We've swept out a few of their shearing sheds so they can begin shearing next week, moved some wool for them, and we're about to get into some wood chopping and pruning.
Oh, I could have them here for a few months, it'd be great. They've been wonderful.
It's important for the club to get involved in these sort of things because we are community orientated, and with our database of 18,000 members, there's a lot of our members that it affects as well as the local communities. So since Team Rubicon have been here, we've helped with accommodation, with meals, and we've given them a room where they set up to run. We've had so many people come through and see them and actually ask for help, and I guess that's also a sign of how bad things are at the moment. So yeah, they've been welcomed with open arms.
Generally, at the drop of a hat, we need big money very quickly to do what we do. We're spread all over the country, so the club's coming on, giving their money to us. It really helps us get out there and do what we can do.
In this particular case, if it wasn't for Clubs New South Wales and the funding they've received from themselves and their associated branches, this operation probably wouldn't have happened.
The people of Dubbo and the surrounding areas are pretty resilient, but it is hard at the moment. It's probably taking its toll, and that's why it's so important, and people like Team Rubicon and for clubs and the communities to all pull together and help.
It's not so much about the work they do, but making that emotional connection with the farmer is actually quite touching, because they genuinely so very much appreciate just a bunch of random strangers do genuinely care.
Most of us have been in that sort of field, either Rambos, first responders, veterans. Quite a few of us have had bad things happen to ourselves, and the best cure is to help somebody else.
Jobs just weren't getting done, and they get further behind, and that depresses people even more then. Even just someone to talk to differently. I hadn't actually been off place here for 6 weeks or something one stage there. Everyone's sort of getting in and trying to help as best they can, so it's been a big booster for people, I think, just to get the recognition.
Oh look, it's really humbling. Farmers are fairly proud people we would never ask, and to have people just volunteer their time and turn up and don't care what they're doing and help out is just, yeah, it's unbelievable. I take my hat off to them.